What can I do for you?
Well,
hurry up there, would you, Colton?
Oh, could I hold him for you?
Would you? We don't want to keep you waiting, but Colton's due for parole in a few weeks, and we've got to finalise the baby's records.
I'm sure Doreen won't mind.
Now, this is Noah's medical record, injections and so forth. Yeah. As soon as you get out, you should report to the nearest infant welfare centre.
Oh, gee, sister, I won't have time to do that. I've got to get a job.
Oh, you do you? And who's going to look after the baby?
Oh, me mum. She loves kids.
Oh, well, that should be satisfactory.
All right.
He's real gorgeous, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot,
right?
sister.
Yeah.
All right, Burns, what can I do for you?
Oh, me? Nothing. I don't need anything.
Well, come on, Doreen. Those trolleys are waiting. Sorry to take up your time.
Bea, I thought you always worked in the laundry.
Oh, I do, love, I do. This is Vera's method of rubbing me nose in it. Ever since Kath's been off work, she decided to show me my place.
Judy told me why you did that to Kathleen. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
I mean it, Bea. You had no reason to help me, especially the way you feel about drugs.
Listen, kid, you're just the bunny that got caught in the middle of the game. The ones I'd like to take a knife to are the bludgers who push the stuff.
Oh, I'm such a fool. I should have realised, but I just didn't think.
You know, it's about time you started thinking. You're too smart to get mixed up in a thing like this.
What do you think will happen at the trial?
Oh, I don't know. Seeing as you're going to be crown witness against the pushers, I suppose the court will be more lenient. Anyway, cross that bridge when you come to it. It's still a few weeks away.
Yeah. I sometimes think I'll be better off in here. At least I'm safe.
Yeah, well, you should be all right while I'm around, but you're still going to have to be careful. That mob you got yourself mixed up in, they're very dangerous.
Someone else is going to have a go at me, aren't they?
Maybe. But I'm not just saying that to scare you either, kid. You're going to have to keep an eye open. If you think anyone's getting too close or one of the girls is keeping tabs on you, put your skates on and come right to me, OK?
Sure. I'll probably be running to you every 5 minutes.
That's OK. Just be careful.
Bea, I am grateful.
Yeah, OK. Well, I better get back to laundry on legs, otherwise Vera's going to have me guts for garters. Oh, it was the bluebird of happiness.
What are you doing on trolley duty?
What are you doing?
Oh, Davo made me.
You don't look too worried.
Nah.
Which way are you headed?
Maternity wing. See ya.
Vera, you look terrible. You all right?
Well, thanks a lot, Meg. You don't exactly look on top of the world yourself.
Just served 16 hours straight in this establishment, and I've a few more to go yet.
Well, that's your second double shift this week.
Correct, and I've got another one over the weekend.
So have I.
So has Jenny. In fact, the only senior officer who hasn't is Jim Fletcher.
What's wrong with Meg?
Oh, why did you ask her?
Off your tucker, eh? So you've got a bad case of the day after the night before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, surely it's not that bad.
I'm going home.
Well, can't you stand the pace?
No, I can't.
Well, don't snap at me. It's not my fault.
Well, you encouraged me to go out last night.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
You patronised me to the point where I accepted your invitation. It's a pity you didn't let me know what I was in for.
Look, Vera, if you can't accept what happened last night on face value, then you're pretty naive.
Yes, I am. Very naive. I bet it amused you to see what a fool I made of myself.
I'm not the least bit amused, but you are being very childish.
Not nearly as childish as you are. It's all very easy for men. Just go out and have a good time. You pick some girl up and then you dump her when you've got what you want.
What I do is none of your business.
And I'm glad it's not. I may be naive, but I have some standards. Your attitude, the good life, the one-night stands makes me sick.
Yes, so I see.
And since I am ill, I won't be in for the rest of the afternoon, so you can adjust the rosters.
But you're on double shift.
That's right. You're going to have to find a replacement.
Thanks a lot, Vera.
I'm sure it won't be too difficult. Just use some of your masculine charm on the next unsuspecting woman who comes in here.
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for the way I spoke to you this morning.
Apology accepted. Was that all?
Well, I didn't mean to be like that, you know, but...
I'm sure you didn't. I know you had a lot on your mind recently. Doreen, there is obviously something you want to say. What is it?
Well, you know this morning when you reckoned I should be thinking about my future? Well, I have.
Good. Have you thought of something?
Yeah, I'd like to work with little kids.
Well, that's an excellent idea. May I ask what made you decide on that?
Well, I know it'll probably sound a bit funny now, but when I lost Kevin and then the baby, well, I reckoned that life wasn't worth living because after all, the baby was the only thing keeping me going. And then when I found out that I couldn't have any more...
Well, that is something that's very hard to face up to.
Well, I just went down and I thought nothing would ever be right again. But then this morning, I realised that there was something. I like kids, and I reckon even if they're not mine, I can still help them, can't I?
I'm sure you can.
Well, anyway, that's all I wanted to say, Mrs. Davidson.
Well, I'm very glad you found something. There are a lot of possibilities in that area. You may be able to work in a kindergarten as a teacher's aide.
Yeah, but I've got no qualifications.
That's not the most important consideration. If you have a genuine love of children, then there are a number of institutions, hospitals, creches, which would be glad of your help. And if you show an aptitude for the work, they may even be prepared to train you. Excuse me. Erica Davidson?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Davidson. It's Detective Inspector Grace.
Oh, yes. Just a moment, please. I'm sorry, Doreen. Perhaps we could talk again.
Oh, yes, I'd like to.
Leave it with me. We may even be able to organise a work release for you so that you can get some experience in childcare before you go.
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks, Mrs. Davidson.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yes, well, it's about Tracy Morris.
Yes?
Joe Vella, the man who originally set Tracy up, has made a statement to us, and part of it indicates that there would be an attempt on her life while she's in Wentworth. Now, look, Mrs. Davidson, I can't stress too heavily the importance of security in Morris's case. Her evidence will be extremely important to the prosecution.
Well, I can understand your concern. However, I can assure you our security is adequate to protect her. You need not worry about Morris's safety whilst she is in Wentworth.
Phil, you're as slow as a wet week.
I didn't ask for the job. It's all yours.
Oh, no, thanks. I've been warned off.
Oh, I'm never going to get this lot finished.
Meanwhile, Wentworth's laundry service grinds to a halt.
Well, look who's here.
Hi, Phil. B?
I thought you'd be off reading a dictionary somewhere. Someone giving you trouble?
What? Oh, no, I just got tired of my own company and asked Mr. Jackson if I could work. Looks like I could do with it.
Yeah.
Where's Judy and Lizzie?
Off delivering sheets.
Well, you're the boss. Put me to work.
OK, you can sail on that pile there. I'll get some more.
Hi.
Hi, stranger. How's the maternity wing?
Oh, great. I saw Chrissy Latham over there. You should see her baby, but gee, she's gorgeous.
With a face like Latham's, you're going to be joking. Listen, what's come over you, Doreen?
What do you mean?
Well, this morning you had a face as long as my arm. Now you're all come over, all Pollyanna.
Yeah. Where's me clean tea towels?
Phil is working on them.
I can't go back without them, Phil. Hi.
Hi.
I've been looking for you.
Yeah, why?
Well, I went down your corridor. I wanted to see you.
Here I am.
Well, it's just that I've been a real pig to you, and I'm sorry.
Here's your lot, Doreen.
Oh, thanks.
Aiming for the Guinness Book of Records. 5 sheets in 1 hour.
What's had the gong, B? Look.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely on the blink.
Well, have a look at it for me, will you? It's giving me the irrits.
Davo said I had to lay off.
Well, what are we going to do then?
Well, how about a smoko?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, you lot, what's going on? Why aren't you working?
Oh, we can't, Mr. Fletcher. The press has gone bung.
All right, Smith, you work this machine. Do you know what's wrong with it?
I could hazard a guess.
Well, why don't you exercise that famous brain of yours and fix it?
Because Mrs. Davis said I wasn't allowed to touch it.
Why don't you buy a new one? That must have come out with the ark.